Hey, this will be a video chart on SATM. Before I get started, I would like to note to please check my IRP disclaimer. With that being said, let's get started. Very nice looking chart here. The thing that really sticks out is just simply this volume bar right here. Nice liquidity today. The price did some very bullish things, and I'll get into that. And plus, being it's kind of a bottom play, there's quite a bit of upside potential, which is the name of the game. You want to hop in stocks that have potential, and this one has some very nice things going for it. It's been making higher lows since early April, and now it's just starting to come back to life, hopefully. So we'll see what tomorrow and then next week brings for it. But from the charting perspective, things are looking very good. So the first thing to point out is just simply our higher lows that we've been putting in. You can see back here in early April, price dropped down here. Kind of a little miniature, it looks like capitulation day. And then from there, just did consolidating sideways action, but on much less volume, which is always a good thing when you see sideways price action. And then today, just thing exploded, huge volume and good price reaction. The positive thing is with such nice volume like this, the price was actually able to move. There's nothing worse when you get huge volume days like this and then you see the price either go sideways or worse yet down. Wasn't the case here, so it's good to see that the bulls can gain traction and the price does have the ability to move up. So with that being said, the first thing where I want to start off with is just this trend line here that we now have. Due to the higher lows, we can now draw an uptrend, and depending on what you consider short, medium term, or whatever, we do have an uptrend. For this, I'm just going to call it a short-term uptrend, but depending on your strategy, maybe you would consider this a long-term. Doesn't really matter. The point is we're putting in higher lows, and that's the key point there. The other very nice thing that happened today was the price was not only able to get above the 50-day simple moving average, which is this purple line, but it was able to close above it too. And that's always the key thing for stocks to do when you're using charts. You can see the last time it approached the 50-day right here, the price just got knocked down, and down the price went. So, but that wasn't the case here. Got above it and stayed above it, and then put in a close right there. So that's going to be another area of support. Right now, the 50 days valued at 0.178. So that's going to be an area that you'll want to watch also. We had these previous highs here that we broke above. Not quite up at 17, but close, or not quite at the same value of the 50-day simple moving average, but close enough. These levels right here are at 0.169, so for argument's sake, we'll just call it 17 cents. These will be your other area of support that might make some good entries on a pullback. But regardless, you can see the chart's looking good, and we kind of had a little ascending triangle here that the chart's now broken out of. Now, in terms of potential, like I said, with this break above the previous high here in the 50-day, really the next area of resistance isn't until right up here around these highs here, which is valued at 24 cents. Sure, you might be saying, well, geez, that's only 4 or 5 cents. Well, remember to keep things in perspective. We're talking about a stock that's less than 30 cents. So these the percentages add up very quickly. So don't look at things in terms of, oh, that's only 2 or 3 pennies. You got to look at it in terms of percentages. So this is going to be the initial price target up here. If we can get through that, then things really thin out. And I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but looking at the chart, you can see that the next resistances really aren't till here and then up here. And percentage speaking, those are some big moves. So lots of potential here, but one step at a time. First, got to try to get through the 24 cent up here, and if that can happen, then the things can really get moving. The price can grow some pretty good runner's legs, I think, and make a lot of people smile. So overall, I'd encourage you to get it on your watch list and see what happens tomorrow and then next week, and we'll see what happens. But when you see this sort of volume come in, that's usually a pretty good indicator that hopefully there's bigger moves to come. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It's all free. We've been making some good money with our alerts and trade setups. So I'd encourage you to head to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One last time, this was SATM. Thanks for listening.